Hi everyone from the channel. Today, I'm bringing you a story that has shaken the entertainment world, with Yaman at the center. What looked like a quiet night suddenly turned into a digital storm. And we're still feeling the aftershocks. The recording that set social media on fire. Everything blew up in the middle of the night when an anonymous account dropped an audio recording supposedly linked to Can. Social networks were almost asleep, headlines silent, until those phrases appeared and froze everyone. The most talked about one, "She wasn't my type." Within minutes, people took it as a direct stab at Sara Bloom. And that's when the blaze started. Where does the drama come from? To understand it, we need to go back a few months. Sara arrived in Istanbul for an international campaign, and according to people on set, the chemistry between her and Can was impossible to hide. Lingering looks, constant smiles, and off-camera talks that no longer felt purely professional. Tension spiked when Sara posted, then deleted almost immediately, a photo of herself kissing Can. That single second was enough for the internet to erupt, and the caption poured fuel on the fire. The truth always comes out sooner or later. One sentence, but explosive. The second part of the audio? Soon after the first leak, another section of the recording surfaced, even harsher. In short, it sounded like, "I tried, but it didn't work. I'm too impulsive, too complicated." Nothing will come from this. Many didn't see it as a normal breakup, but as a public humiliation. Sara's reaction? Total silence. According to leaks from her circle, Sara was devastated. During a later photo shoot, people described her with swollen eyes, quiet, dimmed, as if she were empty inside. She vanished from social media for many hours. No signs, phone off, no messages to anyone. That doesn't feel like strategy. It feels like a real crisis. Demet Özdemir steps in. While Demet's name resurfaced as part of the supposed triangle, she stayed silent until she posted something that shifted everything. Black background, one single line. "Calm is the best answer." And that was enough. People wondered, was it aimed at Sara, at Can, or at herself? Analysts read it as an elegant dart, a way of saying someone lost control. Real audio or a trap? Here comes the most unsettling twist. An international media expert pointed out that the sound doesn't seem recorded from an ordinary phone. Too clean? Too professional? Could it be a deliberate secret recording? If that's true, this is no longer a romantic gossip story. This would be an operation. Someone wanted to spark a war. Who? A rival brand? An old conflict? Someone close to Sara? An insider from Can's team? Or an invisible figure pulling strings from the shadows? Sara's decision. Reports say Sara met urgently with her agency. Two options were discussed. Speak out with a strong statement to regain control of the narrative. Stay silent to look firm, even if that leaves her open to more attacks. One source was clear. Outwardly calm, but anger burning in her eyes. What happens now? The big question is whether Can will break his silence. People around him say the context of the audio was distorted. But will that stop the damage? Can Demet stay neutral after that post? And will Sara speak or keep disappearing? Because this doesn't smell like a finale. It smells like the start of a battle. Not just a sentimental scandal. It's a fight over power, reputation, and media control that has already gone international. And now it's your turn. Do you think the recording is fake? Taken out of context? Should Sara speak or grow stronger through silence? I'll read you in the comments. And if you want more updates like this, you know what to do. When I read everything circulating about Demet Özdemir, the first thing I feel is a mix of pride for her and exhaustion from all the noise around her. To me, it's obvious Demet isn't leaving anything. She keeps moving forward with the same seriousness as always. And many stories about a supposed exit or replacement are self-serving inventions. Some people are determined to turn anything into scandal. But I don't see Demet wavering. I see her steady, focused, and fully aware of the place she earned through hard work. I needed to say this because with so many rumors, people forget the essential point. She is working, and she's doing it impeccably. I truly believe Demet is the real backbone of any project she joins. I'm not saying that as a blind fan. I'm saying it because reality proves it. Her presence holds the story together. The audience follows because of her, and her work lifts up everyone sharing scenes with her. That's why I understand those who say a series without Demet would lose strength and viewers. I feel the same. It's not that others lack merit. It's that Demet has a special magnetism that turns a plot from mere script into something alive. There are competent actresses, and there are actresses who push the narrative forward. Demet is the second kind. Also, Demet isn't a trendy actress who depends on luck. She's a professional with a solid career built step by step. Every year, she adds awards, recognition, international impact. It's no accident she's become a figure followed beyond Turkey, and that in many countries, her name equals success. I'm impressed by how she jumps from one genre to another. Romance, comedy, intense drama, without losing naturalness or credibility. That ability to transform is what makes her different. That's why it feels naive to think anyone can replace her just because it suits someone's interests. And that's exactly why the idea of an outsider trying to interfere in the work to push her out makes me furious. What right does someone external, partner, friend, or an influence in the environment have to decide who should or shouldn't be on set? To me, it sounds like abuse disguised as personal preference. If there are jealousies or insecurities, you don't fix them by sabotaging someone who is doing her job well. Demet isn't responsible for anyone's envy and doesn't have to carry someone else's distrust. If someone doesn't trust their partner or can't stand sharing space with a successful woman, they should solve their issues privately and not try to run a production from the shadows. I'm also bothered by the double standard used to interpret her success. When Demet carries a project and turns it into a phenomenon, everyone applauds. Until her shine makes someone uncomfortable. Then the toxic narrative appears. That she gets in the way, that she overdoes it, that she must be replaced. I don't buy it. To me, what's behind it is fear of being overshadowed. Some people can't tolerate sharing the screen with someone who naturally draws the spotlight, so they'd rather cut down the star than admit the problem is their own ego. And yes, I think that dynamic explains a lot of the pressure being pushed right now. Even so, I'm completely sure Demet and Kagate work as a duo. You can see it on screen and in the project's impact. That chemistry can't be manufactured mid-season or with an improvised change. So if the people in charge are considering strange moves, I think they should listen to the audience. In the end, viewers sustain a series. And if people say, "Without Demet, I'm done," it's not a whim. It's a clear reading of her artistic value and her real weight in the story. Even if some prefer another idea, what works should be protected. If someone thinks they can replace her like she's just another chess piece, they don't understand what makes Demet irreplaceable. It's not only about acting well, it's about holding emotions, giving truth to the story, turning scenes into moments that stay in memory. I see her capable of surviving any storm because she has what many don't: craft, discipline, and enormous strength. She doesn't need to shout to impose herself. Working is enough. And that's why campaigns against her, no matter how loud, don't touch the core: her talent. In short, I trust Demet will come out of this even stronger. Controversies fade, egos burn out, maneuvers are forgotten. Real talent remains. And hers, in my view, is the kind that leaves a mark. I hope the industry remembers that stories aren't sustained by jealousy or outside pressure, but by the people who make them believable. And if today there's an actress who turns everything she touches into success and pushes others to shine brighter, that's Demet Özdemir.